Hello everyone, welcome to this new lesson in the course. In this lesson, we're going to create another image hover effect. You can see when I hover over the image, it scales down to 0 while rotating, and its opacity decreases to 0 as well. Then a green background fades in, then the three elements move from the top to their original position, one after the other. The link appears first, then the paragraph, then the heading. We will use the transition delay property to make the green background appear after the image disappears, and we will also use it to make our elements appear one after the other. So let's see how we can create that. You can see we have the styles from the previous lessons, so we have our elements sitting in their positions. Let's now go back and create the styles for this lesson. First of all, I will target the div with the class of container. And I will add background color, this dark gray color, so that it will appear when the image scales down, and border, 10 pixels, solid, white. So now you can see we have this white border around the container div, and we also have a gray background. Alright, I will go back and target the image inside the container. And I will add transition, all, 0.5 seconds. Then below that, when hovering over the container, I will target the image. And we want to make the image scale down while rotating. So I will add transform, rotate 720 degrees. Then scale 0. We also want it to fade away while the effect is happening, so I will add opacity 0. And now you can see when I go and hover over the container, the image scales down while rotating, and its opacity decreases until it disappears. Alright, let's work on the green background. I will target the before pseudo element of the container, and I will add background color, this green color, then opacity 0, and transition, all, 0.3 seconds. Then below that, and when hovering over the container, I will make changes happen to the before pseudo element. I will make its opacity 1 again, so it will have this nice fading effect. And I want that to happen after the image disappears. So I will add transition delay, 0.5 seconds. And now you can see the overlay background just disappeared because we set its opacity to 0. And when hovering over the container, it appears again above the gray background of the container after the image completely disappears. Alright, let's go back and create the effect of our three elements. I will start with the link, so I will target it, and we want it to move from the top to its original position. So I will add transform, translate Y, negative 300 pixels. Then transition, all, 0.2 seconds. And below that, when hovering over the container, I will target the anchor tag and add transform, translate Y, 0 again, so it returns to its original position. I will also add transition delay, 0.5 seconds. And now you can see the link is sitting on top of the container. And when I hover over the container, the link waits 0.5 seconds and then goes back to its position. Let's quickly do the same effect for the paragraph and the heading. I will go back and copy this code, then paste it again 2 times. Then I will target the paragraph this time. I will also target the paragraph here in the hovering effect. And I will just change the transition delay to 0.7 seconds so it will appear slightly after the link. Then below that, I will target the heading this time. And change the transition delay to 0.9 seconds so it will appear after the paragraph. Then I will go up here inside the container div and add overflow, hidden, so that the elements will be hidden outside of the container. And now you can see everything outside the container div is hidden, and when I hover over it, the 3 elements appear one after the other. So what we did, guys, is simple. We just made the image scale down while rotating, then we made the green background fade in, and finally we made our elements appear one after the other, and that gives us the effect we want.